Okay, Dave, never mind you 5 minutes, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for the opportunity to speak tonight. My name is Lori Rose, and I'm a resident of Newmarket and a taxpayer of Newmarket for over 20 years. Over half that time, I've been an operator for First Student Transit and a proud member of the Amalgamated Transit Union, Local 1587. Since October the 24th, First Student workers have been on a legal strike, along with our fellow 1587 members from Miller Transit and 113 members from Viva. It was a very difficult decision for us to make. Being on strike is hard on us personally, and also hard on our passengers who rely on the transit. We know they are hurting, and they deserve an explanation as to why we have taken this action. Let me explain best I can, using myself as an example. My day begins at 3:45 a.m. when the alarm goes off. I report for work at 5:15, and I go to bed when most of you are probably up watching TV. I have to be well rested because as a bus operator, I need to be alert every second that I am behind that wheel. A moment's distraction can have a serious, even fatal consequence. Like all my fellow operators, I take my public responsibilities very seriously. After 10 years on the job, I get paid $22.53 an hour for those responsibilities. This is about $2 an hour less than the average full-time worker in Ontario makes, and is about $6 to $7 an hour less than I would be paid if I drove the same bus in Brampton, Mississauga, Durham, York Region, or Toronto. I have a basic benefit package, and I pay part of the cost of that benefit, something that other transit workers in the GTA do not have to do, but at least I have some benefits. What we need is paid sick days. If I am sick or do not feel well when I wake, I have a decision to make. Am I well enough to go to work and take the responsibility of operating that bus? If I decide that there just is no way I can safely operate my bus, I take a 20% pay cut that week. We are put in the position of choosing our income over public safety. It is not right, but it is just reality that at any given day, there may be a York Region Transit driver out there that just should not be on the road. But they cannot afford to take the day off to see a doctor or just ride out the flu. Does this seem like a sensible public policy to you? Would you want your child to be on a bus with a driver who is sick? Let me ask you this. When you are sick, are you financially penalized? And what about your pay? How does it compare to the others doing the same job? It is my understanding that in 2007, the town of Newmarket hired AON consultant to conduct a review of your salaries, benefits, and compared your salaries to those of 11 other municipalities. The consultant's report found that the salaries of the mayor and the regional councillors were low in comparison to those municipalities. So the council voted unanimously to raise their own salaries. The mayor got a $16,000 raise. Councillors got a $12,000 raise. If pay equity is good enough for the mayor and the councillors, why isn't it good enough for those working in the region? Please respect us and treat us as fairly as you have treated yourselves. As John Cartwright, president of the Toronto and York Region Labour Council, told York Region Council recently, our union has not asked for wage benefit parity with transit workers in the rest of the GTA, but we have to make some progress towards this eventual goal. Unfortunately, it may not come until long after I am retired. Did I mention that we have no pension plan? Every other transit system in the GTA has a pension plan except York Region, the richest area in Canada. Here is the solution. We, my members behind us, we are all willing to go back to the table, or to go back to work tomorrow if the companies will agree to a neutral arbitration process. It's that simple. The regional chairman, Mr. Fish, is only one person. He alone does not decide the fate of the taxpayers' transit system. Mr. Mayor, councillors, we have elected you to make a difference for our town, for the transit workers. Please help us get back to work by insisting that we move to arbitration immediately. We all know that this is the right thing to do. Thank you.
Thank you. Clarification, although you may have some